Welcome back to the Stone's Whisper, everyone. Last time we left off, we had leveled up to level 6. I hope you all remember to do that. I should have probably reminded you before we went live. And I'm sure everyone did.
Yep.
So actually, that's a good point. Before we start, anything that either myself or other players need to know about new abilities, spell templates you need, anything like that?
I can swap places with my duplicate now.
Oh no, that's going to be trouble on me.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. But whenever I take the bonus action to create or remove the duplicate, I can swap places with it, and it can be up to 120 feet from me. So that'll be fun.
Cool. Alright.
People should hang out within like 10 feet of me whenever possible.
Ooh, your aura.
Protection.
Yeah.
Nice.
Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Oh, and I got my hit points corrected. So they're right now. I'm not a full level of hit points lower than everybody else.
Oh my god, what are you at now?
I am at solid 46.
Okay,
Wow.
that feels a lot better.
It's still not great, but it is better, so I'll take it.
You were lower than me for a while, and that was deeply concerning.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Nick?
I have some more expertise. I took expertise in deception and in sleight of hand. That was the sole bit of my 6th level.
Okay, cool. How about you, Chang? Did you get anything good?
No, I just picked up hypnotic pattern.
Nice. Yep. We'll try and make sure I have something ready for a template for you then.
That's it.
Okay. So with that, Shauna, do you want to go ahead with our recap, please?
I sure do. Okay, so yes, at the beginning of last session, I think we were just making some plans. We decided to go see the harbor master to see what information he could give us. So Hal and Turnip wandered in there. Yeah, Hal played the bounty hunter card, saying he was looking for someone who was going to stow away on the ship Verity. And so the harbor master Keaton Blackwood said that the Verity was last in the harbor 2 weeks ago, and it is due back soon, probably in the next day or two. He also made a very haunting comment that there are some weird barnacles on the side of the ship that remind him of the Thayan region, but you can't just sail in those waters. So that's grand. Yeah, I think after that, the group headed towards Smuggler's Dock just to see if the ship had already come in. So we kind of approached in the area there, and while we were making our way kind of through that area, Ava clocked a ship just outside of the harbor, which was, floating off to the side. We couldn't quite see it, but she snuck off closer to where the rowboats were coming in from it. There was a small shack there, and so she hid out to kind of eavesdrop on what she could find there. I believe the rest of us had a picnic. I think Turnip went for a swim. It was all very important stuff.
Tried to catch a fish, not successful.
Yeah, unfortunately did not catch a fish with his bare hands, but he did try. So Eva watched as the people there started to unload some crates, and then, they left about 10 minutes later. They didn't seem too concerned about anyone finding their stuff. But lo and behold, Ava let herself into them, opened some of the crates, noting that they're filled with what seemed to be spell components, like big blocks of wax and incense and magical inks, etc., etc. So we plan to, I think, just lay in wait to see who came to pick it up. And so we did that. And eventually 3 people showed up. And I think Eva snuck forward to try to let their horse free. It kicked her in the face.
Yep.
I forgot
Yes,
about
it
that. It's okay. I don't think any of us saw that, if it helps.
No, I
So
don't think
we
you
don't
did,
know.
thankfully.
Yeah. Yes, you don't have to be embarrassed. It's okay. Anyway, things kicked off. I think I used thaumaturgy to scare the horse off, and then the men left the building, Eva threw a dagger at one, and the fight kicked off. The most important thing that happened last week is that Hal used Fine Steed as he was rushing into Eva's side, who got she got the shit kicked out of her by some monks. He got Hal summoned Perlevash, a beautiful fairy dragon, glittery.
No, you've
Oh, I
cut
think we
off
lost you
there.
there.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Where'd I cut off?
Parlavash.
Beautiful fluttering
Oh yeah.
fairy
Oh well.
dragon.
Yes. So he got a beautiful fairy dragon with pink glittery wings, and he rode into battle on it. It was phenomenal.
It was glorious.
Yeah. Anyway, we had a bit of a shitty time fighting some fucking monks because monks sucked. No, they're wonderful. But yeah, I think we eventually, after more or less everyone getting punched in the face a few times, and Hal having a magic girl transformation by using magic weapon, I think we killed the monks and knocked out the other guy, and then brought him inside the building to interrogate him. And so he confessed that he was working for one of the nobles in town, but he suspects that noble is more of a middleman, and he does share that they are all kind of working for the Depachi family, which is a familiar name because Briona
Mm-hmm.
Depachi was the one who orchestrated the doppelgangers in Daggerford. So this family keeps cropping up. They are also a family from Eva's backstory, so thanks for that. Okay.
You're welcome.
Everyone's backstory just needs to be like, I'm super friendly and everyone loves me and no one's mean. Anyway, so he confirms that it's spell components and he suspects they're involved with all of the weirdness going on in the city. Yeah, he said they've been hired muscle to come here every 2 weeks or so to pick up supplies. He doesn't ask questions, but he does say this has something to do with the masked lords. One of the first shipments wasn't just spell components, it was robes and masks in the style of the masked lords. So that sucks. And he said the crates are meant to be dropped off at the Freeman home, and he gave us a little bit of a hint that he said the Freemans are like a lot of the fancy people in town. They don't look at the faces of their servants. So that might be an in for us there. And then I think we just we stacked the monks' bodies in the shack and set it on fire. I think we just let that guy go and said like stop doing crime, which I'm sure.
Yeah, we got him to leave the city.
Yeah, which are we're really just sending all of our problems elsewhere. We kidnap people, interrogate them, and then be like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah,
Go on,
we're problem
Baldur's Gate,
we're
thanks you.
problem redistributors. That's a skill.
Yeah, we're like, okay. Yeah. When all these things start cropping up in like 3 cities over, we'll know why.
Next campaign.
Yeah, the next campaign is the same plot. It's just
Somewhere else, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So we made our way back to Cassandra's, and as we got there, Dimble was there as well, and he said that Hal's dad was attacked. He got his own invisible stalker, but of course Hal's dad is more than capable and handled it. He is okay. But he left to go to a meeting. Cassandra tried to locate Hal's dad, but said she was blocked. Hal theorizes, and either, I believe Chris said, a stroke of absolute genius or idiocy, that his dad could be a masked lord. Cassandra says that's not the craziest idea, so there you go, Hal.
It could be both.
Yeah, it could be, two things can be true. And then I think I sent a sending to Hal's dad to see where he is and if we can meet up. And he said he's in a meeting, he's fine, and he'll meet us at the Yawning Portal tomorrow at 10 and to tell Hal not to go home. So, yeah, we're going to go party with Hal's dad. It'll be fine. Anyway, that's that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Your recap is excellent. So here we are back at Cassandra's house, which we never really left. I forgot to move the player ribbon over.
At this point, we might as well start paying rent here.
Seriously.
Hey.
So you guys have a restful night at Cassandra's home. There are no disturbances in the night. You do get a long rest. You wake up feeling much recovered and a little bit stronger, like some of that, like you've been pumping iron and some of that work's been paying off and you're a little bit stronger than you were.
Yeah, gains.
Yeah. And so when you awaken in the morning, the Dimble is still there. He has decided to crash for the night as well because he can't go home either. Tucker did go home, but he shows up at 6 a.m. in order to help Miss Cassandra with fixing the rest of her home. I said I was going to redo that banister. It doesn't look terribly sturdy to me. And so you're probably all woken up at 6 in the morning by hammering sounds.
Oh, fuck.
Fortunately, the unseen servant makes coffee and breakfast, so it's not that terrible.
Did we kill Tucker?
Yeah, you're not gonna murder Tucker. You're just angry
I
with
mean,
him.
waking
You don't know
Eva up that early, she would accept an extremely cheap contract on Tucker at that point.
I think when Hal hears Tucker say like that banister doesn't seem that sturdy, he grabs it and kind of like gives it a shake. Does it seem sturdy? And like Tucker's just looking for reasons to hang out?
Give me a strength check.
Sure.
It
Just
was
a
actually
regular
perfectly built,
strength.
but Hal's so strong he fucking rips it off.
Yeah.
A 14. It's average.
Okay. I mean, there's a couple of slightly loose spindles, but it seems like Tucker's fixing to redo the whole thing.
Can I look at Tucker? Is he eyeing Cassandra?
I'll say I'll be up with Tut. Actually, I probably would have went home with Tut. Had a big old sleepover just like when we were kids.
Okay, yeah. So he dragged you back over at like 6 in the morning. We gotta make sure we're at Miss Cassandra's. Make sure that we put in full day's work for that lady. She's deserving of it.
Kirsty, we're both farmers. We will both be up at 5.
That's true.
Yeah, like 6 is a lion for a farmer.
It's not dragging me up. We're both up already.
I was thinking, the time to like get to Cassandra's, but yes, yeah, he's both up super early.
Yeah, well, we'd just be shooting the shit while he's hammering away.
Okay.
I cast silence and go back to sleep.
So everybody will probably be woken up by us being loud.
I just waste all of my spells for the day on silence.
Just silence.
Yeah. Shh. I need to sleep.
And I think at some point Hal turns to Dimble and goes, I didn't think of it, but how did you find this place, by the way?
You mentioned it one time. I'm gonna roll a deception check.
Yep, beats anything I could roll. So I just go, oh, okay. I must have slipped my mind. I mean, you always were a master tracker, though, so I'm sure you could find this place blindfolded.
Oh well, if I needed to, but you told me where it was, so I thought it would be okay if I came and visited. I was looking for you because of your dad, and.
Well, thank you for coming and giving the word. I wish I'd been there for the fight. I'm sure it was amazing.
Oh, it was glorious. I helped, of course, fight off the creature. Your dad's pretty strong, but even he needed some help with that thing. So I'm just glad I could be there.
I mean, he is tough, but those things that you can't see and lurk in the dark, they're dangerous. I mean, it took out one of our friends the other day. It was a mean fight.
Yeah, they don't play fair, that's for sure. Yeah, I was right in there, and yeah, you believe this too.
Oh my god.
I was right in there. I was toe to toe with the thing, and in fact, I got the killing blow.
No, I mean, I'm not surprised by anything anymore. I believe it. Did you go for the throat or did you go hamstring it this time?
Oh, I thought I would just keep it simple because it was invisible, and I just went for the throat.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's again. I can't believe I've surrounded myself with such powerful allies. Well done, Dick. And I clap him on the shoulder.
He sort of like gives you like a little hug back, like one of those like man half hugs. And he said, "You and me, buddies till the end, buddies till the end."
Well, hopefully you'll be around when mine shows up. See, all of these ones, they've all had their own stalker show up, and we fought them valiantly, but mine's still not here yet. I'm sure it's coming.
Sure it is. Sure it is.
I love that this is a sore spot for you.
Hal is so upset about this.
So good. What am I doing wrong? Attack me! Also pick me.
Okay, so having had breakfast and being woken up super early, what's the plan for the day, guys?
Well, we have to go meet Hal's father at 10. How close are we to the yawning portal?
That's a ways away. It wouldn't be a terrible first thing to do in your day. Find out what he knows, and then make plans from there. Is that kind of...
Yeah, I think that's a good
that's what I'm
idea.
thinking. Because he might have
Alright.
information that could change everything.
Yeah.
I think for the
So-
purposes of this meeting, I am going to tell Pearl to go back home because
Oh,
traveling
no.
with him is a little suspicious. So, like, you return home, get something to eat, and be ready for me to call you back.
Are you sure? You don't need me to, just in case something comes for you?
If I need you, I will get you here right away. I'm sure it'll be fine. But you need some rest. You need to go back, get something to eat, because I mean, I guess you don't like our rocks and rubies and stuff. So
Yeah, no, rocks and rubies not for me. Okay, I'll pop back, and you just say the word if you need me.
you got it.
All right, it was nice meeting y'all, and I look forward to our next encounter with deadly assassins. Bye, guys.
Bye!
Have fun.
And Perlavash pops off in, of course, a cloud of glitter.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things where there's just like this mini glitter explosion, and then Perlavash is gone. And there's just these little...
I'm going to make sure I get covered in it.
I think we do need to talk to Cassandra before we go anywhere, however. There's a thing we
Let's go
haven't
talk to
discussed from before.
Right. The whole borrowing 600 gold from her.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, that is different than what I thought you were going to say.
What were you going to say? What did you think she was
I
going
will
to say?
share it in the Discord.
Okay, sorry guys, I just need 30 seconds. I forgot to take
Sure.
my allergy pill right now, and I can't see. Just give me a
Aw.
sec.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
no
definitely go take
worries.
that.
I need to know what Chris won't say out loud.
I mean, it's not terrible. I'm just trying to find the damn image right now.
Also, what is Hal's charisma bonus for the aura protection thing?
It is +3.
3, thank you. Right, I've got that as a save modifier. Not that I'm likely to be within 10 feet of you, but in case.
No,
Yeah, if I'm
probably
within
not.
10 feet of you, something is horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much only going to affect me, but
Maybe Chang.
Turnip.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, I am back. Sorry about that.
that's okay.
The wonderful thing about living in BC, where I am, is that it's full of trees and mountains, and the terrible thing is that I'm allergic to those trees.
No.
So,
Is she not allergic to the
I
mountains too?
you know, at this point, anything is possible. So yeah, my medicine should kick in a minute. So if I sound really stuffy for a second, that's why. We'll figure it out.
No problem at all.
Okay, so you guys have you want to talk to Cassandra? You said before you
Yes.
you leave.
Yes.
So she sits down with a cup of coffee at her kitchen table. I like to think it's that one over there by the window.
Oh.
And she just
Oh, nice.
sits down, pours herself a cup of coffee, and she says, "Oh, I hope today is calmer than the previous few days have been, but somehow I doubt that. In fact, the mere fact that I said calm, the word calm, makes me realize that I probably shouldn't have."
You just
You may
jinxed
have
it.
tempted fate.
Just then, Tuck and I accidentally break a part of the banister.
Life
Oh,
begins.
shit.
I suppose it was as rotten as Tucker said. I thought that banister was quite sturdy.
Yeah. What the hell we gonna do?
Speaking of calm and chaotic, there's something that we just sort of forgot to tell you about yesterday because it somehow seemed. I don't know. I think just everything that happened didn't come up. So Evie died yesterday.
Oh my god!
Like fully kicked the bucket, stopped breathing. It was bad. It was really bad. An invisible stalker got her.
I mean, you look
she's
great.
obviously. I mean, she's obviously fine, thanks to Turnip. We did have to sort of make an emergency purchase with money that we don't have, and we may have sort of done it in your name.
I see. Well, I mean, anything to bring Eve back, obviously. I wouldn't want you to be deceased, so what is it, 200 gold pieces for resurrection?
300.
Two 300 gold piece diamonds.
I'm like hiding behind Eva at this point.
Yeah.
Just poking up from behind her. But look, she's up. She's here. We can work at paying you back, obviously. That's a lot of money. We just, she was dead.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will cover this first death. And any subsequent deaths will be up to you.
Okay. Great.
Such an odd thing to say.
Yeah. What a strange sentiment.
Yeah.
So I'll cover the cost of this diamond and the next, and then any further diamonds will be up to you to purchase.
Hey,
Hal pipes up and goes, "It's a little less than 600. I did leave coin behind. I made partial payment."
Yeah. So there we go.
Whatever you didn't pay, I will cover the rest. Thank you for being honest with me, Cora, and letting me know. That would have been a surprising bill to get. I will make sure that it is taken care of this morning.
Thank you. I will try not to die.
Likewise, I don't intend on dying again.
That would put a mark against our plans, wouldn't it?
Well, just slightly, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to change my spell. Is there any spells that we want me to have today, by the way?
The protection suite, in case we get a invisible stalker, would be useful.
Okay. Which spells do I get to it changed.
I did manage to get an assessment of how much we didn't end up getting above table from Cassandra each. Like I went back through the VODs.
Oh, excellent.
It is 40 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Because it was 10, because we agreed originally a 10 gold call-out fee and a 10 gold for closing the portal. And we've only been paid for some of them 10 gold, and for some of them we didn't even actually ask for money.
All right, so go ahead and each add 40 GP to your character sheets, please. She will settle those accounts this morning with you. She brings out a small leather bag to each of you and just hands it to you each discreetly.
Thank you. Good to do business.
Indeed it is.
Have there been no more activity with the portals since?
Things have quieted down, which, to be quite frank, is more than a little concerning.
Yeah.
Although this new attack on Hal's father is also concerning. I'm not sure what it means. Are they going after individuals now as opposed to just letting creatures run rampant through the city? Or are they focusing on you specifically? I don't know.
I was wondering if they were going after people that had given us shelter, people that we'd gone to ground with, since they went after you and then they went after Hal's father. Obviously, they also, it seems, used an invisible stalker to take out the Mask Lord. Like it did look like that was the MO there as well.
Yes, they seem to be using these things as assassins.
Which, that personally offends me a fair bit. Like, why not get a proper assassin? Little shits will put
I
me out of a
mean,
job.
they're effective.
Um,
Are there any means that you know of to shield oneself from an one of these stalkers? Perhaps a ward that can be put up in the residence?
Unfortunately, these things are bred to stalk. They always know the location of their victim. The only way to stop them is to kill them.
I am especially concerned because you said that they should be difficult to summon, and yet they seem to be popping out a new one every day.
It does seem like
So
they have a lot of magic. I wonder if that's why the portals have slowed down. Maybe they
oh,
cast a girl.
maybe.
I'm wondering if they have multiple casters working in concert. If it's not
Sort
just
of
one.
what I was thinking.
Definitely possible. I mean, it would make sense with the amount of magics they've been doing to have more than one.
I don't want to throw out the T word this early in the morning, but if they are working with the Thayan, that's a lot of magic possibility.
That is a lot of magic, and this is the kind of thing a Thayan would do, it feels to me.
These stalkers, do they emit any sort of, like, is their cloaking magical or is it natural?
Their cloaking is part of their existence. They do not cast a spell in order to become invisible. They are born invisible and they die invisible. They are an elemental, I believe, of the air, which is why they cannot be seen. I do believe that the only way to avoid being stalked by an elemental is to go onto a different plane of existence.
Oh, sure. Let's just pop onto another plane of existence.
Interestingly, I do also believe that they always know the location of their summoner. But I don't know how you would use that.
Yeah, it's not like we can reverse leash one.
No. If,
that would be fun,
say, their target was to be banished to another plane, what would they do? Would they just go wild and attack everyone around them, or would they give up and go off somewhere else?
I don't know. They might go back to their summoner for more information. They are reasonably intelligent creatures, as intelligent as the average human.
Well, that's not saying
that. Well, not in this day and age.
If we were to incapacitate one and bring it back here, could you determine who summoned it?
I don't believe so. It's not.
I mean, we know who's summoning them, though, right? We have a confession of sorts. Right? It's that Bevis Freeman? Bevis?
Yes.
I thought Bevis was a middleman. I thought he was merely holding this stuff and shipping it on.
Oh, we had confirmation about who was behind it. Oh, maybe it was Rage Chaser.
Rage Chaser, I think, yeah.
Do we have confirmation, or did we have theory that he was powerful enough to summon?
I think we had confirmation from what's his fuck?
From Jared.
In fairness, Hal trusts everything that Jared said with zero faith.
Yeah, so Jared had definitely said that Beckron was behind some of the portals.
Yeah, so I mean, we kind of know it's him. We just need to know how to get to him. I mean, we know where he is right. Well, where he was last night. He was on the ship. We saw his ship. But we have no idea where he is right now. He's in town, which is terrifying.
We know who he's dealing with. We know where the magic items are going to.
And we did. I mean, it's a crazy idea, but he did say that the Freemans don't look at the faces of the servants. So that, I mean, we could try to sneak in there and just like play like we're one of the servants.
maybe try and destroy their cache of spell components while we're at it. Set them back a bit further.
Look through their stuff too, see if we can figure out any paper trails. But I mean, I could even look just like the guy that we had yesterday. I just
Yeah.
walk in. I mean, I'm not particularly a great liar, but I can look like him.
But the problem is, I mean, we know that the goods go there, and then the goods leave there via a different means and get to that
we'll
other.
put you in one of the crates, and then they'll take you there. It's fine.
And then I pop out and kill them all, right?
Yes.
I'm on board. Let's do this plan.
Alternately, not potentially getting Hal killed. Alternately, while we're there, we could find out exactly where those crates are going. Like, they're bound to have some information.
By putting Hal in one of them. I wasn't sold on this idea, but the more I say it, the more I like it. I mean, while we're sitting here and I'm preparing spells, do I have locate object? I do. I don't have it prepared, but I can.
I mean, you could have prepared it last night.
That's true. We could do that, right? Well, the problem is we burned the crate, didn't we?
Yeah, we need to know what we're looking for. I think, and at this point we don't exactly.
I still like the idea of putting Hal in a crate and just having him shipped off to the big man. Special delivery.
It's the Goliath you ordered.
Yep.
Hal's just gonna be like, but why don't we just skip that whole, I don't know, confusing step, and we just go to I can never remember their name, but Eva's friend's house. Enemy's house.
Friend is not the right word, definitely.
Past employer's house.
I do not think that going at them directly just yet is a good idea. For one, I don't want them to know for sure that I'm alive. And they are very powerful and very well connected. We need to be.
I think if they're working with Rage Chaser, they know that you're alive.
I don't want to confirm it to them just yet.
Well, I mean, they had a doppelganger impersonate you, right? So I feel like the jig is up. Unfortunately, they just might not be able to find you.
Did they impersonate me though? Oh yes, of course. They saw they saw members of the party individually, didn't they?
Yes.
Interesting.
Even though I was the one that killed the wizard. That's
very out of character for you. They could have chosen me, and it would have been so much more believable.
Right? I don't want to get my hands dirty.
But yeah, I don't want to go at them head on until we have the leverage that we'll need to do so. Let's put it like that.
I agree.
Hal just goes, we got all the leverage we need right here, and he points at his bicep.
Indeed we do.
Also, and I'm going to be honest with y'all here, I also personally do not want to go at them head on just yet. I am not ready to do that.
I mean, that's fair.
I can just see Hal scratching his head here. What?
Yeah, Hal just is sitting there thinking he's like, a couple more blows to the head and you'll have the confidence you need.
All it takes for blind confidence is several concussions back to back.
CTE, baby, that's all you need.
Okay, well, how about first thing we go speak to your father, Hal, and see what he has to say. And then maybe that changes things?
Yeah.
I am all for having a drink with my father. Maybe he'll tell us a story of how he defeated the stalker. Perhaps he suplexed it into the ground a couple times. That would be interesting.
I would love the details.
All right, so you guys head off into the city and begin making your way towards the yawning portal.
Are we going somewhere?
Okay, so we're going to the yawning portal to meet up with Hal's father.
All right. You, hey, Tut, you fix this one. You got it?
I'll take care of the rest. Thank you for the help.
Yeah, you got. I was coming back. I was coming back later in the day. We was gonna get this ship shape.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I think I might need to borrow your saw because this one is getting a little bit dull. We need to sharpen the teeth here. So,
Yeah, I got your
thank-
big T.
thanks, buddy. And oh my goodness, what's his name?
Dimble.
Thimble.
Dimble.
Dimple. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot his name. Dimple says, maybe I'll just stick around here, or did you want me to come with you?
No,
Or
I
just
think that's a good idea because Tucker hasn't had his stalker yet. So you
Oh,
stick around here,
God.
you'll get to fight another one of those things. It'll be amazing.
Are you sure you don't need me? Maybe I should come with you and talk to your dad. After all, I was there. I could maybe have valuable insight on the fight.
He kind of takes Dimble aside and goes, No, I think you should really stay, and quietly says, I don't think Miss Cassandra's up to fighting one all on her own. Between you and me, Tucker doesn't seem like a scrappy guy, so they're gonna need your help.
Uh, oh, okay, I'll stick around and make sure you're safe.
Do I even
That's
need
my
to insight
Dimble.
check
Clap
this
him on
shit?
the shoulder again.
Yeah. Yeah. I would very much like to insight this.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I feel like I don't have to, but I will anyway.
Likewise.
Not one. Oh, he is. He's so brave.
Eva, he will probably go hide the second there's any sign of danger, which is probably what he did at Hal's dad's house.
Yeah.
Which is sort of seems to be the
That's in
personality.
line with what I
that you have.
expected. Yep. Yeah.
Hal is offended at all this slander you guys are throwing at Dimble.
Oh,
man.
It's not
that's
out
nothing.
loud.
That's nothing that any of us have said out loud.
I feel
Eva
like this
is
shared
quietly
look.
skeptical.
All right, Hal, lead us to your father.
Off to the tavern, gonna have a pint.
10 a.m.
I mean, hell yeah.
So as you guys are walking through the city, you hear the telltale sound of claws scratching on stone. Everybody,
Hal, it's your turn.
initiative.
In fairness, I don't think Hal hears shit. His passive is real bad.
Aw.
Oh no, what have I done? Oh, exit preview.
Disregard that.
Oh.
Holy shit, that's the best initiative I've ever rolled with this character.
Oh my god, well done.
Damn, that's the worst initiative I've ever rolled with this character.
See, the problem is I packed the protection suite, but like, what am I gonna do? Cast Sanctuary on Hal? Yeah, right.
I was gonna say, Eva, you could always switch with me, and I'd still get the best initiative roll I ever had.
So Cora, you are. Oh, I should put on battle music. You are up first, and you guys are not surprised because somehow this invisible stalker rolled very poorly on its stealth check. And so it is following along, and or it is around anyway. You hear sort of this scratch. It sounds like claws on stone, and it sounds like it's coming roughly from the southeast of Hal. Roughly. You just hear that sound, and you're on alert. You know it's coming.
I'm gonna lose my shit if this one's not for Hal. It's gonna be so funny. Someone gets 2 before he gets 1.
Hal will probably suffer a permanent stat decrease in something if that's the case.
You take a point of insanity. Okay, well, fighting is scary, so I'm gonna cast Bless on everyone but myself, and I'm not gonna Sanctuary Hal. That won't do any good. He's gonna attack. So that up on everyone, and I will also bonus action bring out my duplicate.
Okay.
There she goes. And I will just put her, right beside Hal. And then I'm going to step back because that's scary. Well, I guess it's not. It won't attack me. Anyway.
It's less scary now. It's not going for you.
Yeah, much less scary.
Turnip, you're not showing at full health. You're only showing at 29 out of 57 on my
Oh right, we had a long rest, didn't we? Right, we did?
Yep.
Yep, we did.
Let's see. Would be Hal's turn, right? So I'm gonna step up here next to him. Already in action to swing.
Okay.
Actually, it's maybe better if I went over here instead. Cover the bases.
Alrighty.
That's it.
Sounds good. Hal.
All right. Bonus action. I'm going to use Peerless Athlete to give myself advantage on strength, athletics, and dexterity checks.
Nice. Okay.
And as my action, I will ready to grapple anything that attacks me. And that's going to be my turn.
Cool. That's
Actually, can I object interaction slam my greatsword into the ground, like point first in front of me?
Of course, because that is so cool.
Yeah, so I just bury it into the ground in front of me, and then I will ready to grapple anything that attempts to attack me.
Okay. Well, and here we go. Something slides forward and is going to make an attack. So I'm going to roll its first attack first, because I think that would be what would trigger everything. So I'm rolling 25 to hit you there, Hal. For 15 bludgeoning.
Does my ready action go off?
Yeah, so we're going to go in order here. So, Cora, you
Sure.
didn't have a ready action. Turnip, you did, so you can go ahead and take your action.
I'll swing with an 18.
An 18 will hit the invisible stalker.
For 11.
For 11 damage. Nice. Some of that kind of weird blood drips on the ground. And that will also trigger Hal's ready to action. You're going to try and grapple it.
Yeah, which I believe is what, an unarmed strike to do now.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage because I can't see it. An 11 is probably not going to do it.
An 11 will not do it.
You are
Okey-doke.
blessed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's blessed.
Let's see what the D4 does.
15.
A 15?
A 15 changes that into a grapple.
Yeah.
Hell
Hey!
yes.
Well, that's my turn. But I got him.
This is so.
May you have him? I forget how this works with the new rules.
I believe on its turn, it can use an action to try to escape.
And the DC is based off Hal's strength, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I pinned a. I'm pretty sure I pinned. I know I posted a thing about how grappling works a little while back. Let's see if I can find that. I'm not a fan of the new rules for it, but it's in our Discord somewhere. So much chat.
I'm gonna trust you guys to tell me what to do when the time comes. So it gets one more attack. This one is going to be just a regular attack on you, Hal, because it would have disadvantage thanks to the grapple condition.
Okie doke.
So this is its second attack on you, 22.
Yep, still hits.
Okay. So 9 bludgeoning. You seem to have hold of it, but it's like you've got hold of just like thrashing claws.
Works for me.
And Eva, you are up.
Okay, so I can see that there's something in Hal's hands.
Yes, I would certainly see him. You would see him holding something, and it would be wiggling.
Okay, I'm gonna try and throw a blade at the damn thing.
Okay.
That should be full. Yep, okay. Yeet. 14, I don't think is doing it.
14 will do it.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, then we will deal 8 points of radiant damage to it.
Okay.
And then next attack will be the offhand, which no longer has disadvantage because of my Vex. So yeet. 25, I think, might do it.
Sure will.
So let's do that's 21 points of damage.
Nice. Thing is growing really slick with blood in your hands there, Hal.
Hell yeah. And then we'll end the turn.
Okay.
Wow. I don't even know what to do. You guys have this handled so well. I will just I think everything I have is something you can see, right? I'm pretty sure every last thing I have is a creature you can see. So I don't even think I have a dagger. I think I gave Ava's dagger back to her.
You did.
So I don't have anything I can do. I'll my duplicate will reach up and pat Hal on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds, I guess.
Sweet, I'll take it.
She's there. She'll try to avoid the thrashing, even though it can't touch her. You can have 12 hit points back.
Sweet.
And then from back here, you get a thumbs up. You've got this. Great job.
Okay, Turnip, you are up.
All right. I mean, I'll take 2 swings at it. All right. Hold it still. Hold it still. No, that's a 13. And second swing. No, that's a nope.
Oh dear. It's just you're trying not to hit Hal. You're not exactly sure where it is.
All right. So remember when I planted that greatsword in front of me in the ground? I'm going to swing the grappled creature into the greatsword.
Oh my god.
Right. Go ahead and make me a great sword attack.
Phenomenal.
Is this at disadvantage because it's invisible still?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's a regular attack because you've got it grappled.
Oh, terrible.
Fucking phenomenal idea, though.
Still takes 4 damage from being grazed.
It sure will.
And as a bonus action, I think I am going to cast Shield of Faith upon myself.
Okay, nice.
That will be it for me.
Okay, did anyone find out? I've been looking and I can't find the 2025 rules for grapple.
The compendium is terrible. I am not going to say.
So yeah, they can use that action to make an athletics or dexterity against their escape DC, which is 8 plus their strength plus the proficiency.
Okay, so it's going to make a strength one. It fails. And that's its action?
Yeah, that is an action.
That's its action to do so.
Damn it.
It's pinned in stone voice, in stone text now for you.
Thanks so much. I appreciate that, Nick.
It's just wild because it makes the peerless athlete and like the Goliath's powerful build useless for grapples now.
Oh, yeah, eh? Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, well, it struggles and struggles and tries to break free from you, but it is unable to. That is its turn. Eva, you are up.
Okay, so normal attack, psychic blade. I think a 27 might do it.
Yes, definitely.
For 22 more points of damage.
Nice.
And then a normal offhand attack.
That'll hit.
For another 9 points of radiant damage.
All right. It's fighting against you, Hal, but it's starting to feel weaker as it struggles.
I think Hal's laughing maniacally and just going, keep stabbing it.
All right, Cora.
I don't know. I fucking do a cheerleader dance off to the side. I can't hit it. The only thing I have that I don't have to see is like a bigger level spell, and quite frankly, I feel like they have it handled. So I don't know what to do.
Make a pyramid with a dupe, Cora.
Oh my god, yeah, we should have a cheerleader routine over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything I have is one creature you can see. Like I could pop off a 3rd level, but that feels excessive. So I'm just gonna dupe me is gonna like pat Hal on the back of the you're doing so great. I'm so proud of you. And that's unfortunately, that's I don't think there's anything I can do.
All right. Turnip.
Swing twice.
All right.
Let's see. That'll be that's a
First one's
miss.
gonna miss with the
That'll be a
second
hit
one.
though. For the second one. Or 9.
9, nice. All right. No bonus action?
No, I don't have any bonus actions.
All right.
All right. Gonna rinse and repeat. Do the same thing again. I think that hits.
Yeah.
Now, this might be a stretch. Can I Divine Smite?
Oh my god, phenomenal.
Yes. Yes, of course you can.
Yes?
Yeah.
Sweet. So we're going to do 17 slashing damage plus I'm going to hit it with Shining Smite.
Oh my god,
so it is no longer
phenomenal.
invisible.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome.
And it takes an extra 3 damage.
So you see it as it dies.
Oh, sweet. Bit of a waste, but I'll take it.
What does it look like?
I think, I'm just like, turns out I've been holding it by the shoulders and I just swing it in an arc through Dupe Cora and into the side of the greatsword and just bisect it.
Awesome.
And I hold it up and there's just blood dripping everywhere and I'm like, I've got my stuff.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and the sound of applause is gonna like break out all around Hal.
It's like that scene from the any sort of like post boxing match. I'm holding the stalker by like its hand and thrusting it in the air like
I'm imagining you screaming like, "Are you not entertained?" as you like throw the body to the ground.
Yep, probably.
Oh, Hal, I'm so proud of you. I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, Hal seems super pumped. He's just like grinning ear to ear, covered in blood. Some of it his, some of the monsters.
I'm so thrilled for you.
So having, I guess I should turn off the turn order here. Having defeated the monster, the good news is this is it. Each of you have had a stalker come for you, and each of you have defeated it. Some with more ease than others.
I mean, you say defeated.
Yeah, Eva got defeated. That's embarrassing. The rest of us have a perfect track record.
Eva's not dead.
No, true. Yeah, that means I win.
But, the question is what comes next?
No. I don't like that question. Shush. Nothing. We've won, we've beat your encounter. This is all they had.
Kid me, Hal's just starting to get fired up now. He's like, yeah, let's bring it on. Let's do the next one. They only sent one of these things at me and he throws it into the ground.
I mean, honestly, that was one of our most efficient ones yet. I feel like as we're standing there, my duplicate turns and looks at me and it waves me over and I look confused because I didn't do that. And then I swap places with it and that's how I learn I can do it.
Oh, amazing.
What do you want? And then suddenly I'm standing right next to Hal. Oh, God. And I poke
no
him.
one else in the group notices.
Yeah, but I'm just, duplicate me. What you think is duplicate me looks really confused. No one else see that? Nope.
See what?
I smack Hal, and there's actually noise coming when I hit his armor now.
Oh,
I'm here now.
Hal's probably confused. He's like, "How did I just swing that stalker right through you?" And he's gonna try and pass his arm like through your midriff and just like hit your side. Huh.
Wait a second. And my duplicate's gonna shrug, and I'm gonna swap back. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh yes. I wonder how far this can go. We can play with it later.
Hal's gonna clap the two closest people, so it's probably like Turnip and Eva on the shoulders, and be like, "Let's go get a drink to celebrate. This is a great day."
Yeah. Any encounter you walk away from?
All right, so you guys head to the yawning portal. The more with Cora is probably getting further and further away from Duke Cora, switching back and forth, trying to figure out the distances.
I hit like 125, and I'm like, oh shit! And then I have to jog to catch up with the group because I can't go further than 120.
And you finally make it to the yawning portal. The yawning portal is never quiet. It is a busy tavern pretty much at all times, but it is currently quiet for the yawning portal. It's not quite as crowded as it shows in this image here. This is my favorite yawning portal picture. I love this.
Isn't Matthew Mercer in the corner somewhere?
Yep.
Yeah.
I found him. 80, 85, yeah.
Where's Waldo?
Yeah, in fact, every single one of these with a number is someone or something out of D&D lore. It's lovely.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's a great picture. So obviously you guys, I think we've been here before in this campaign, and you guys are all familiar with the portal. It is the quintessential it's the most important and most well known. Thank you.
No, she got it.
Of all of the taverns in Waterdeep, there is this massive hole or portal at the center of the tavern. The tavern has kind of been built up around that allows you access into the underbelly of Waterdeep, down into the dungeon below that was created by some mad mage years ago. And adventurers frequently drop their way in and go exploring. Some come back, some don't. Some come back with grievous injuries, and others come back with bags and bags of gold and other amounts of wealth. And so it costs a gold coin or 2 gold coin, I forget, to get lowered down into the portal. And as you guys are coming in, there's actually an adventuring party being pulled up. They look exhausted. There are 3 of them, and they're pretty quiet as they come out. They look like they've got a decent amount of loot. One of them's carrying something in a large bag under her arm. Looks like maybe a helm or sort of something of that size. And they've got some pretty heavy money bags around their belts. But they're pretty quiet. They're pretty bruised and scratched up. They look like they're in need of a long rest. And when they come out, one of them orders a beer immediately from the barkeep, whose name is Durnan, who's an adventurer in his own right. That's his sword hung up on those barrels and behind him. And Durnan, he gives him the ale, and the guy just goes to the edge and he pours the ale over the edge of the portal. And the others stand there solemnly, and they kind of like they say, "To John, he was a good man." And then they trail out on their way. You see over in the corner, sitting with his back against the wall, is a man that you all recognize as Hal's dad. And he's having what looks to be quite the breakfast. He's got couple of eggs, he's got some toast, he's got some bacon, and it's just this massive, massive breakfast. And he's having what looks like a what do they call those hangover drinks? Red eyes, red, you know, the ones with, like, margarita mixed with like egg inside of it, and
Oh my god. Blech.
yeah, just
But,
blah.
Mm.
He's having one of those. And he sees you guys come in, and he sort of waves you over to him.
I think when we came in originally, Hal was like in a great mood, like, you know, ready to have a great time. And they saw that situation. And it's like one of the few things that Hal would clue in on as far as
Aw.
human perception. And he's just immediate mood killer.
Yeah.
Are you a Goliath?
He is a Goliath. Well, so yeah, I guess Goliath perception.
Mm. I mean, Hal, I'm surprised you've never gone down the portal or been tempted to.
Never found a party willing to join me. Hey, do you guys want to go take a trip down the portal?
Absolutely. No.
We have bigger things to worry about at the moment.
Down
Yeah, but I mean, when we wrap all this up, you guys want to go conquer the portal?
We'll see if we're still alive.
You
We'll
city
see.
folks just okay with a giant hole in the middle.
I
People
mean,
fall
it's-
in.
It's perfectly safe. Look, there's a wall around it. There's a tavern to keep it and people out of it. It's perfectly safe.
Shh.
It's
Yeah,
been
that-
so long since somebody got drunk enough to fall over the edge of the portal. It's fine.
Yeah, at least like half
I
an
mean,
hour.
I mean, according to this now, according to the thing on in my face, it's only coming up about waist high for me.
Well,
Like I
then
said,
good
it's
to
been
know.
so long since somebody got drunk enough to just sit on the edge and fall backwards. It's fine. 3 whole days, see?
Honestly,
Tell
it's
me-
survival
There's
of
a sign on the wall.
Tell me there's
Jason's
a
last
yeah. There's a wall sign with the yeah.
I mean, let's go see your dad.
I will say, though, they get pretty riled up when somebody falls over the edge because normally you got to pay 2 gold to get down, and they get down free.
I mean, that's true if you survive the fall.
no one survives that fall. Well, I guess with feather fall.
Featherfall or Death Ward.
Durnan sort of like he hears you guys talking, and he says, "Oh, anyone that makes their way down there without paying," he sort of thumbs up at it towards his sword, and he says, "That's what she's for."
No.
Hal just pipes up. Do those count as the accidents?
He's like, "Oh, it's never an accident when I take care of someone."
Oh. All right.
And he goes back to like wiping the same spot on the bar that he's been wiping for the last 10 minutes.
It's probably entertaining watching him wipe that same spot because he's just doing it so he can flex his bicep the whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, dude, ripped. Okay, so you guys sit on over with Hal's dad, who he says, "Glad you're all in one piece. You didn't have any trouble, did you?" And he looks at
Hal sits down
who's
just
got
like
little-
covered in blood. He's got like a mix of his blood, a mix of the monster's blood. He didn't wipe any of it off. No trouble.
I'm have reason to believe that that creature was purposely sent after me, and I just want to make sure that you're aware so that you can look after yourself, Hal. It's dangerous.
I know. I finally got mine. It was great. It happened just now. You should have seen it. I bisected it with the sword.
It's like discussing puberty.
Puberty or carcinization comes for us all eventually.
Son, you're a man now.
Yeah.
One day the invisible stalker will come for you, and then you'll be a man.
Yes, your old sword served me well. I gotta say it was fantastic. Actually, you know, perhaps now's a good time. Would you be willing to tell the story of how you got this treasure?
You jerk.
My companions would love to hear it.
Kirsty.
Yes, I would love to tell this story.
Hal's gonna
Years
get
ago,
up and order like drinks for the table while he gets ready to tell the story.
He says, many years ago, in my youth, when I was trying to make a name for myself on the fighting scene, I thought that maybe I needed to make a name for myself as an adventurer first. So I decided to do what no one had ever done before. And he nods over to the portal and he says, "Go down there alone and come back alive."
Oh.
So I got in the basket and I bumped my way down to the bottom, where I found the terrible dungeon that lies down there. It's strange, because so many people go down, and yet it's different for everyone. The walls twist and turn, and the dungeon recreates itself every day, so you never know what you're going to face. And the deeper you go, the more dangerous the creatures you find. And I fought my way through many traps and monsters. Found a whole city in a lake down there. And in the center of that city, there was a rock. And in that rock was a sword. And the tale was that whoever pulled that sword from that rock would be the champion of the city and would have to fight the great lake monster therein. And so I swam over to that rock, and I pulled that very sword from that rock, and I defeated the hydra that lived in the lake. And when I swam back to the shore, battered and bloody, I was reveled as a hero. And the people there wanted to call me king. But I said, no, I have to go back to the surface, make a name for myself amongst my own people. And I fought my way back up out through that dungeon. And they sent the basket back down for me. But I wasn't going to ride up in a basket after my great win. I climbed that rope all the way back up to the top. And when I left here, that's when my career began as a fighting hero in Waterdeep. And I put down the sword forever, knowing that I can never go back to that city, and those people shall be without a king for the rest of eternity.
Hal just like starts slow clapping, wipes a tear from his eye, and goes, "Oh, I love hearing that story. I love hearing it. Miss Eva, can you help me get another round of drinks?" And he's gonna like thumb over to the bar.
Yeah, can I get a water? I don't drink.
Of course, I'll get you a water. My apologies, Mr. Turnip.
When Hal leaves with Eva, Hal's dad, he looks over to the rest to Turnip and to Cora, and he winks at you guys and he says, "At least that's the story I tell Hal."
And he loves that story so much.
Yeah, when we're at the bar, Hal will order the drinks and the water, and he just turns to Eva and goes, "That ain't my dad."
That's not your... What?
And he kind of like taps the side of his head.
Okay.
Hoping for the mental link that we have.
I haven't activated the mental link, but I will.
I know, that's why he tapped the side of his head.
Understood. Yeah, Eva will activate the mental link for the entire party then. Let me get to my character sheet. I feel like a party discussion is necessary. Boink. Let's roll a dice. Yeet. Ignore the sneak for 3 hours.
And Hal will just repeat that ain't my dad.
It sure looks like your father.
Sure seems like it, but that's a completely different story. I mean, he left out the important parts.
Okay.
He didn't get this sword. My mom got this sword.
Oh.
Interesting.
And one thing Goliaths do is they never downplay other people's achievements.
Fair. How would you like us to act then?
I don't know. That's up to you. Go along with it for now, but I will cut him down eventually.
I can get him alone and interrogate him.
Don't think that's wise somehow.
Just an offer.
And yeah, Hal will like dally for a bit getting the drinks because he noticed, like, he looks over and sees his father saying something. So,
interesting. I wonder if we have the impersonators here again.
if Kirsty is muted. Kirsty, are you muted?
Sorry, yes, I am. Once again, chatting away.
Oh.
So Hal's dad, when you guys come back to the table, you don't notice anything different about him. He seems to be behaving as Hal's dad always does. He looks just like Hal's dad. His mannerisms are just like Hal's dad. There's nothing other than Hal saying, "That's not my dad. He got the story wrong." There's nothing that is waving any flags for the rest of you.
I mean, he knows his dad better than any of us would. I believe him.
Obviously, Hal's got your trust, and what he says, he would
100%.
be no. But he doesn't seem to have noticed at this point that you guys have noticed that there's anything wrong. So he's just sort of continuing telling some stories about other adventures that he's been on. Hal, the other stories that he's telling do make sense. And by make sense, I mean that like they are kind of stories your dad would tell. And they're ones you've heard before. So that at least is right. It's just this one story that he doesn't seem to have gotten correct.
Yeah, Hal's just sort of keeping probably unnaturally quiet as he tells the stories. He's trying to play it off as like he's listening intently, but I think it's probably like rubbing him the wrong way, and he's slowly getting angry.
Okay.
So, these are all good and well stories, but why was it you wanted us to meet you here?
He says, yes, well, I wanted you to meet me here because I'm just concerned. I just wanted to warn you about this creature that attacked me last night. And I just think it's really important that we make sure that we keep in touch. That you let me know what's going on with Hal. I'm worried son, that these attacks are going to be coming after you too. We should probably make some kind of a plan for defeating these creatures. I would like to aid you.
I mean, as evidenced by us sitting in front of you, as much as I appreciate the offer, we clearly don't need it. I'm out to prove my own glory, not to ride your coattails.
Oh, you always were a stubborn boy.
I'm gonna say in the mental link, should we try to get him alone? We could tell him that there's something we need to discuss in private and get a room upstairs. Or nearby or something. And then deal with this. Hal, it's your call. It's your not father.
I think Hal's probably not hearing a lot of like the mental chatter at the moment. It's just all that's going through his head is like break the impersonator, shatter the impersonator.
Oh boy, I feel like that's just coming on loop through all of our heads. I mean, there are some details that if we want to work together at least a little bit, would be good to share. But I don't know if this is the place. It's a bit public. To Hal's father, sorry.
Oh, sorry, that was to Hal's father. Sorry, I thought that was to
Yep.
Hal.
No, I did not make that clear.
He says, well, we could get a room and go upstairs. We could go to what about that woman's house that you stay at? Cast something.
No, that's out of the question.
Why is that? It seems like a safe place.
It's under construction at the moment.
I think something upstairs would be fine. Just a room here. We shouldn't be long. I'm sure this place rents by the hour.
Of course it does.
Eva whispers to Hal, like directly to Hal in the voice thing. Is there anything else you could try and trip him up on? And like any other question that only he would know the answer to, or you and him?
Hal's gonna rack his brain and try to. I think he's got one thing, and he'll respond like, "There might be one thing that only my father and I would remember."
Okay.
But I don't know how to bring it up casually. And that one thing is the smell of his mother, which was elderflower.
Aww.
How would you bring that up?
Yeah, that's Hal's problem. He's like just seeing red, and he can't think of a way to bring up that smell.
So, Mr. Whatever your last name is, what's your favorite kind of flower?
My favorite flower, Tucker.
Yeah, I'm impartial to like daisies myself. I like them. Poppies are pretty nice.
Sorry, did you just call him Tucker by any chance?
I mean, that's a fair mixup because Sandra doesn't have the time.
Oh, sorry. that was a mix-up,
sure.
not a
yeah.
I got Tucker in the brain. Sorry, Turnip. I suppose my favorite flower are the flowers that I first got when I won my first tournament in the ring. Roses.
Roses, yeah, roses are pretty good.
Basic bitch answer. I don't say that out loud.
I'm more of a hydrangea guy myself.
Oh, I love hydrangeas.
Y'all should come over down to Yoku. We just got a field of them. They're pretty nice. We got a field of lavender too. It smells great during the summertime.
Should we go upstairs then, so we can tell you the important information? Or we can exchange it rather.
Let's do that. Yes.
All right. I'm a bit strapped for cash. Can you pay?
He says, of course. And there's actually based on my map here, we've got some rooms around the outside of the bar itself.
Like over this kind of way.
Which are kind of like private rooms that you can either spend the night in or just go for a chat if you don't want to be overheard. That probably happens quite a bit in this kind of place. And so he goes and he speaks to Durden, and he gets he rents a room for the time that, for an hour or so while you guys are here, and you head on in. It is a bedroom in that there's like a bed, but there's also some chairs and stuff around, and he sits down and he says, we shouldn't be overheard here.
Yeah, these walls are pretty soundproof.
All right, how about it?
I think on our way up to that room, Hal just sends a message through the telepathic thing and just says, "How was your sending interrupted or intercepted?"
I don't know. And I mean, do you think maybe this is your daddy's just mind controlled? Because sending usually goes just directly to the person. I don't know how it can get fucked up.
The stories he's known, have they been like sort of public record? Because he was pretty famous for a while, so there's probably like histories written on them. Are they all stories that would have been like in a book?
Make me an intelligence check.
Oh, yeah,
no,
sure.
Hal.
Let me do that.
No, you're so good.
Straight intelligence. I'm probably not blessed in.
Because you know about your dad and your dad's history.
That's not going to help, but sure.
I believe in you.
There, 14. Wow, that actually helps.
14 is good. Yep.
So, yeah, these are all stories that your dad has told before. They're very much, and this is maybe another flag for you, is they're very much the public stories or the public version of the stories. Your dad never told the real version of how he got the sword publicly. He used to tell a lot of stories. A lot of them were not real. It would just be whatever sounded best in the moment or whatever would make him appear best. And so like this is you're very much getting like the public face of your dad.
All right. And the only other thing I'm going to do during that time we were sitting there is I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic. And I think it just looks like Hal focusing really hard. It's just him like squinting his eyes and staring and trying to will something into being.
Oh, he's trying to have a thought.
Okay.
That's pretty much what all of Hal's spells look like, because I don't think he knows how he casts spells. He just wants something bad enough and then something happens.
So there is a verbal component to the spell. So if you are trying to hide it, you would have to sort of step away from the table for a moment while you cast. You could maybe do it while you were fetching drinks or something.
Yeah, I probably would have been thinking far enough ahead to do something like that.
Okay.
And
maybe
I'll
go get a charcuterie board.
Distracting his dad and just like, oh my god, tell me another story. This is fascinating. Tell me another story.
Yeah, we can distract him in conversation and try and get more stories out of him while you do that.
Okay. So, yes, Hal, when you cast this spell and you come back, there's a lot of magic just swirling around this place in general. You notice that there's magic on Durnan's sword. It's got a little halo of magic around it. And Durnan himself has a few magical items on his person. You also see that there is magic emanating from your dad's head. And that would be magic from the School of Illusion.
Mm-hmm.
And there is also magic emanating from around his neck.
And the magic emanating from his head, it looks like it's coming from his head as opposed to something worn on it.
So the way that detect magic works is you kind of see an aura around it. So you're sort of seeing an aura around the top of his head.
Okay, like as opposed to like his whole head. Okay. I will share that message in the group chat, for lack of a better word.
We have a private chat. It's really disrespectful to everyone around us. Well, shit, I didn't take Dispel Magic today.
That's annoying. That would have been useful.
Well, you know.
Oh well.
Okay. Should we take him upstairs?
Yeah.
It's a shame he's fake. Maybe we'll go.
Okay. So you guys head to one of those rooms that's just in the back there. You step inside, everyone takes a seat.
I like locked the door behind me very subtly.
Yeah. So there's not really he doesn't really react to it. That seems to make sense that you would lock the door, trying to keep things quiet. And he says, Right. Well, what's the plan? What have you been doing so far? How are things at Cassandra's house? Tell me what's going on.
I think we share a look when he mentions her name,
Mm.
because he, was playing dumb a moment ago.
Eva kind of goes through the link confrontation time before answering.
Hal take charge.
Oh man, Hal is so he's not sure what to do because now he's thinking like maybe it is my dad and he's just mind controlled. I don't want to take his head off.
We can knock him
So
out.
yeah. So I don't think we
Oh,
will actually, because there's a few other things we need to understand first.
I'm gonna make sure I'm behind everyone. Thank you.
Okay.
Well,
Eva's like, so like if we've got like Cora against the door, like go back to the door, Eva's in front of Cora, and then I guess the other guys are around the room. This was my image anyway.
I think
So-
Hal will have tried to circle around behind his father. He'd play it up like he's just going to go put the drinks down or something on the side table, but he's trying to position himself in behind.
so what did the magic? Sorry, what did the detect magic reveal?
There was
Illusion around
illusion?
his head,
Yep, and something
and
on
there
his
was
neck.
also magic around his neck. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right, I'll I mean, if you let me, I'll just do this.
hell yeah.
Hey.
Nice. Let me just check the DC on this.
I don't like that you can't roll for things. They roll for it anymore.
Sorry, I'm just looking it up. I wasn't anticipating that. Nicely done. Oh. I think it's a low enough spell that it would just be gone.
Yeah, anything lower than 3 is instantly shut down.
Yeah. And yeah, this is a level 1. That's what I thought. So yes, all of a sudden, the person standing before you is not Hal's dad. He is a big, burly man, but he is not Hal's father. And he sort of says, Turnip, what's going on? And he's still sort of like, he's no longer has Hal's dad's voice either, but he's kind of like, still kind of speaking like him and still sort of doing similar mannerisms. And he says, Turnip, what's going on? What was that about? He doesn't seem to know that his disguise has been blown.
That's
I
so
think the
embarrassing.
moment that
Oh,
Turnip
nothing.
has cast Dispel Magic, Hal's just going to go in and like grab underneath the arms and put his hands around the back of the guy's head. Just get him in a lock.
I was going to say, do we recognize him at all as before any of this happens?
You do not recognize him.
Okay, that's good.
You're going to try and grab him, Hal. We're going to need to do some rolls here.
And your advantage on strength thing should still be up because it's an hour, right?
It is an hour. I don't know if it's been an hour since we heard a lot of stories.
That's true.
Let's get I guess this would be a grapple.
10.
Do you have advantage
It's not great.
because it's surprise?
Yeah, you can have advantage because he doesn't know that you're coming for him.
Yeah.
20 then.
20, and that would be that's just
Against AC, I believe.
Against AC. So that will succeed.
Okay.
So you manage to grab him from behind. He doesn't fight you yet. He just sort of says, like, what's going on, son? This is no time to be wrestling.
Yeah, I think Hal's seeing red, so he just leans in over the guy's ear and says, "Where is my father?" And kind of like puts pressure on the back of the guy's head, pushing his neck forward.
Ooh.
He sort of makes a bit of a grunting noise, and he says, "I'm your father. He's gone mad. Look at me.
No,
don't I look like you're?" And he like looks down. He goes, "Ah, fuck.
You don't. Not anymore.
Jig's up.
The jig was up 5 minutes ago. We just humored you.
Right? He's still not fighting back. He says, well, unless you want your father to be injured, you better let me go. I don't come back. He's not useful anymore. They'll murder the old man.
I mean, you start talking, and if you don't, then we'll see what happens.
Now, question:
like,
do you have to be returned in one piece?
Yeah, how many pieces?
He looks at you and he says, you can murder me all you want. It isn't going to change the fact that you return me in several pieces. We'll return Hal's dad the same way. You think my colleagues don't know what's going on right now? You think they're not in my head listening in?
Well, if they
Like, you
are,
can do it.
hi. I'm gonna hunt you down and I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, you've tried that before with some of us, Eva. We know what you are.
Well, I have better friends now. I'm better connected. I'm better at my job.
Well, we'll see.
Is this guy, now that his disguise is dropped, is he visibly wearing anything around his neck or on his head?
Yes, he is visibly wearing something on his neck and his head. On his head, he has a hat. It's probably a helm in his case because he is also wearing plate mail.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to get plate mail. We're killing this guy for sure. That's all you guys get in your head.
Crack him open like a walnut. You can take that.
So he's got a helm on that matches his plate mail armor, but based on your detect magic spell that it was magic. It still seems to be magic. The magic is just currently suppressed. And the same thing, he's got an amulet around his neck. The amulet is like a circle with a hole in the center. It's like a rock, like a donut. That makes sense. But it's made out of like a black rock and it's very thin with a silver around the edge of it and runes carved into it. And the magic on that currently also seems to be suppressed.
Do we recognize it at all for what it might be?
You can roll me an Arcana check.
I'm super arcane. Guidance?
Yeah, you can roll guidance.
Alrighty. Never heard of it.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know magic. I'm gonna scoot forward. Oh god. And I'm gonna like slowly just take it off of him. Thank you. I'm gonna take his little helm. Thank you. And I'm gonna back away really quickly.
Okay.
Eva's just waiting for Hal to make the first move.
I think Hal just says, like, if you want to leave here in one piece, you'll tell me where my father is right now.
He said, I told you. Told you how this works. Why would I? If I tell you where your father is, then I don't hold any cards.
You get to hold your life.
You're going to kill me one way or another. You want my armor.
You could be living when it's taken off.
I don't trust you. You've killed every one of ours you've met.
With good
They tried to
reason.
kill us first.
Yeah, you guys are always one hitting us first.
We've let lots of people go.
We have been unnecessarily merciful thus far. That can end.
No, maybe that'll allow us to be unnecessarily merciful, but you better let me go.
So can you get
I'm
naked
going to
first?
cast. I'm going to try something that's probably not going to work, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to cast. Command.
Oh, interesting.
How many words? I think it's just one word.
Yeah,
so I'm just fucking tell us where his father is, and I'm going to cast command. I'm just going to say answer.
Okay, cool. What is that's
It's a wisdom save.
he says how much do I have to give you here? I guess he just has to be like actually helpful, right? Or actually has to.
Yeah, my intent is that he just like gives us a quick, truthful answer.
Okay. Hang on, just checking notes. I want to make sure I get this right.
One word command: truth.
Yeah, or yeah.
He says he's in the Depache's basement.
Oh, motherfucker.
What's a Depache?
That's the family that fucked with me.
I think Hal just looks at Eva and says, I guess we're going to go knock on their door. Would one of you go let Durnan know that we have one for the portal?
I thought that was raw fish. Never mind.
No, no. Oh my god. Turnip.
Never mind.
No, that was such a niche. I'm
glad you got it. Thank you.
That was good. Took me a split second, but that was good.
Ceviche.
Yep. Does someone want to go? Does someone charismatic want to go talk to Dan? I'm not the most charming.
I'm pretty good at talking to people.
Okay.
Yeah, you're very likable.
Yeah.
And at this point, I think, seeing that you guys are not doing as he wants, which is letting him go, and you're talking about sending him away, he is actually going to try and break free of Hal's grapple.
Good. What was the DC again? It was like 8 plus strength.
Strength, yep.
Plus
8 plus strength plus proficiency.
Yeah.
That's a 15 then. It's not hard.
So can he roll athletics? Or is that
it is a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's not. Oh, interesting. That's shitty. I don't like it.
I should do this publicly.
No. A grappled creature can use an action making strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Oh, okay. Where's that?
That's in the thing, Chang.
Oh, right, yes. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Strength athletics or dexterity.
So,
yeah, okay.
So his saving throw is the same as his athletics.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
Succeeds.
Can I cast a spell?
Well, we are going to go into combat, I think, at this point.
Okay, that's fair. Has Turnip left the room yet, or is he still here?
Which way's the door?
I'm in front of it.
Right there. You guys can kind of position yourselves where you think you would be. I just sort of threw you on the map here.
I would have been just right there anyways. I mean, I'm getting ready to leave.
Combat tracker.
Yeah, I would have been as close to the door as I can. Sorry.
Hal's fired up.
I am not emotionally ready for this. I guess that motherfucker's going first, isn't he? Okay.
Yeah, he is. So one other thing I want to note, Hal, as he turns and fights you, he looks a lot like your dad. Not identical by any means, but like his build is the same, his weight is the same, the way he moves is very similar, and his facial features are pretty similar too. He's pretty close, even without the hat of disguise. He looks pretty similar to your dad.
So he's a big hulking guy. Still human?
Is still human.
Okay.
But yeah, big hulking guy.
Well, I mean, Hal doesn't know it, but Chris is aware that disguise self only really affects certain things. Like, you still have to be within a foot of the same height, I think, so.
Yeah.
So he has his great sword that he pulls off of his back. Looks really similar to the one that you are holding, Hal. Almost like a replica.
Great, I can't wait to break it in him.
And he is going to, I think he's going to go for Hal first. 3 attacks.
Good.
Oh.
It's a miss, and a hit.
Don't damage the armor.
Oh, I'm just going to try and take his head right off. That's what I'm going to do.
So 8 plus 6.
6 is only if it has half their... Oh, if they have more than. Sorry, yes, okay. Fair enough. Do not know why I struggled to read that.
Oops, sorry. I took 1 extra hit point off. There we go. Yeah, I will draw the greatsword, and I'm going to swing for his face, I think. Just trying to decide. Yeah, Hal's pissed off. He's going to use his bonus action first. And he is going to become large. As soon as I can find it on this damn sheet. There we go.
Oh, I gotta make the little macro for that so that you can do that yourself. I'm forgetting.
Which I'm assuming kind of moves me over onto the bed.
Oh, God.
Don't mind if I do.
You could have been this side, I guess.
No, keep him on the bed.
Actually, yeah, I'll just knock over the table and stuff. Be over there. And then I will take 2 swings with the greatsword.
He was
17.
Kind of like surprised when you grow in height. 17. You bring your greatsword down. It hits his armor and goes, plang.
No.
Second attack. Trying to see if I have anything else I can add to that. No, I don't think so.
4 damage, though, right?
Oh, I still take 4 damage.
Yep.
And an 11. Straight miss with the second one. And that's gonna be how as soon as I can end the turn here. There we go.
Okay. Eva scoots over to the side of the bed and then is going to throw a blade. Is Bless still up, or is that gone by now?
No, Bless is only a minute.
Right. Take that off the sheet so I do things properly. Yeet. I ain't gonna do it.
That will not. No. That one will.
Hell yeah. He can take 22 points of damage.
Nice.
And then... Yeah, that's me done.
All right, Turnip.
Well, being this guy, you don't need me to like rush down the.
We're just beating him.
All right. I'll swing twice.
You gonna get in range there?
I am in range. I'm right next to him.
Oh, right. Yes, 21 will hit.
And for 9.
I'm thinking that Hal's the bad guy because Hal's the big. I'm used to having the big guy. You guys have the
No, that's me. Actually, I'll throw bonus action. Actually, no. That was my bonus action to summon my weapon. So, okay.
Okay. Do we want Bless or do we want me to try something else?
Bless would probably help the others get through his AC, but it's entirely up to you. Entirely your call.
Well, I'll do Bless. It's a guarantee. I was going to try Hold Person, but I will cast Bless on everyone but me.
Okay.
And then I can't really scoot past anywhere, so I'm just going to kind of hunker into this corner and try not to get noticed.
I know there's nowhere to hide when I put you in a small room.
The joke's on you. I go under the bed. No, I'm kidding.
All fun and games until Hal spears this guy onto the bed, crushes you beneath it.
Worth it.
Okay, it is my dude's turn, and he is going to continue his focus on Hal, I think. So here we go with greatsword attack. Actually, first thing he's going to do... No, he's going to do his greatsword attack first. 24 to hit.
That hits. 13, because I'm already below half.
It's
if the champion.
So you still have to take 5.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm still up, barely.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
And here's the second.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, 23.
Sleep time.
Hal's down, and his last attack is going to whirl towards Turnip. Oh.
Oof.
Oh my god, that's so
Oh,
much damage.
fuck. 15 plus
27.
12? Yeah.
27.
27,
Oh my
yeah.
god. Kirsty.
Damn.
You're
Kirsty.
faster with a calculator, Chang. And then he is also going to... He just sort of like raises his arms above his head and lets out like a primal scream, and you see like the cuts on his face and like where he was like battered and bruised from the attacks. You see some of his wounds start to close.
No.
Get some hit points back. Hal, first death save, please. Killed by your father. Oh, the drama.
Killed by an imposter.
Oh yeah, I always forget that bless applies to death saves.
It does
It was
indeed.
him. Oh, that's me.
Okay. So we are just going to throw the blades.
Okay.
So that is advantage because I hit them last time. 25.
Nice.
Of course, it'll hit.
Cool. For 20.
Nice.
And then offhand, 14 is probably not going to do it.
No, it is not.
Okay.
Like an 18 at least.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Yeah.
Turn up.
Okay, let's see. Use my last spell slot to do that.
Smart.
Action. Bring that
Oh,
out.
cool. Okay. Wise choice.
And I'll spend 2 charges of my healing light as my bonus action to heal Hal for.
Nice.
5. At least we're up.
It's 5 more than I had.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Oh my god. I don't want to do anything. This is scary. Okay. I am going to step closer and pat Hal on the shoulder. Be like, please, I don't know, kill him. And I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level because I don't have any 1st levels left. So you can have
Ooh, nice.
23 hit points. There you go. On your feet. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to summon my duplicate. She's going to come in here and stand next to Ava. And then, as part of summoning her, I'm going to swap places with her.
Oh, that's a good call. Oh, there's an add-on that we can get for you that lets you literally swap places with 2 tokens. You can just like click and it'll auto-swap.
Oh, that would be nice. Okay,
If I can find that for you, Kirsty, we can...
Is there an API for that?
Yeah, there's an API script that's just called Token Swapper that you can just set
I know
up
it.
to click a button to have
Okay.
2 tokens swap places.
That would be super helpful because
Yeah.
I'm going to use this every 5 minutes. Let's be so honest. Okay, that's all I can do, I think. I'm
Good
hiding
play.
in a corner. There we go. Oh, and duplicate me is going to like stick my tongue or like flip him off and be like, fuck you.
Alrighty.
Try to get his attention a little bit.
I think he's going to turn back to Hal. With his great sword.
28 hits. That's advantage. I'm prone.
Oh, you're prone.
Oh, fuck. Right.
I stop being on your ass. That's funny.
It's 21.
That's almost what I gave you back.
And I'm going to do one more.
Oh my god.
17 hits. That is my AC. Meets it, beats it. I'm down.
I'm so sorry.
What Hal's here for?
Yeah, he's the yo-yo.
How many more concussions does he need before he gets resistant to psychic damage, Kirsty? I feel like that's coming.
Just full on immunity.
This one's coming to Turnip.
Okay.
22 Turnip. You want to roll for your thing? Okay.
It's 1.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Cora, he doesn't even seem to look at your dupe.
Wow. Okay.
And based on what he said about knowing things about you guys, it is likely that he is aware of your abilities. He's probably not aware of your new abilities.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because that was the real me that ran in there, and if he doesn't know that we can swap places, as far as he knows, that's the real me.
Oh, that's true, eh? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Anyway, that is going to end his turn. So, Hal, death save again, please.
Oh, come on, buddy.
15.
A save.
Nice.
Okay. We have a routine. We follow it. We throw the damn blade.
Mm-hmm.
27 might do it. So let's put some sneak attack into that blade.
Nice. 21.
I don't like that his health circle is still green after all of this.
Mm.
I'm not loving that.
Well, we just keep wailing on him. So offhand with advantage. Let's make sure that's checked. 27. So I think no sneak, but still 5 more points of radiant. Oh, bad roll on that 1d6. Yeah, that's me.
All right. Nice.
Swing twice. Do what I do.
Nice.
I'm showing only one hits.
Your first one is going to hit. Your second one will not.
Short 12.
12 points of radiant damage. He sort of like lets out a grunt and he sort of like turns once he's finished striking down Hal and he focuses on you and you know your next Turnip.
Sure. Hal heals for 6.
Back up.
Nice.
What for 6?
Everything's coming up,
Hal
Hal.
for 6.
Oh, Hal back up for 6. Nice.
Yeah, I got 7 charges. 4 more.
All right, Cora.
What can I do besides just keep healing Hal? Not much, right? I feel like hold person. I feel like bless is a better use of concentrating than hold. Well, because he could save against hold person, and then we have nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have like shocking grasp or something? That'd be nice.
No, I'm just a little guy. But I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna power through all of my spells to keep our dear friend Hal on his feet, and I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level again.
Gee, I'd say I'll keep it in reserve because you're just gonna keep wailing on me into the ground.
Yeah, but you know, if he hits you once, he has 3 attacks. Is my worry, and he seems to want you down.
I mean, understandable. I am the fiercest warrior in this room, so
for sure.
He?
Okay, some okay rolls. Take 22 healing. And then, I don't know. Fake me is just gonna cower like regular me would. And then regular me over here in the corners, I'm gonna try to like just shrink down a little bit. Don't look at me.
Okay. Action economy wise, it makes the most sense to get rid of Hal, but Cora is annoying me by bringing him back up and down again. He still thinks this is real Z Cora. He's aware that Turnip is going to be tricky to take down because of his mirror image. And I can't get away without provoking opportunity attacks to get over to Eva. So I'm going to go 2 attacks at Cora, 1 at Hal. So, well, okay, so he does 1 attack at Cora. That's going to hit and realizes Cora is a dupe. He knows your abilities, so he's aware that this is the fake one, so that's going to turn his attention back to Hal.
No.
Yeah, I mean, that hits 29.
Oh, God. So sorry, Chris.
18.
Is he at least under half now?
28.
That's
30.
36. No, that's sorry. That's less than 36. That's 32.
32.
So it's... Sorry, he's over half health?
Yeah, he's still over half health.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh, no. Okay, so I've got 1 more attack coming at Turnip.
Short.
Oh my god, this guy.
Mm.
That'll take a hit. I'll be a hit.
That'll be a hit on you.
Yeah.
18 points of damage.
Oof.
And he says, "Finally!" And he kind of like rolls his shoulders and says, "This is good exercise. Let's go."
Oh, shut up.
Hal.
Failure.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Okay, we throwing blades again. 20.
20 will hit.
For 21
yeah.
points of damage.
I should have moved. Okay.
And then offhand 26 for damage 7.
Okay.
I don't have anything much else I can do here. Just keep throwing daggers.
All right, Turnip.
Okay. 2. No.
Nope.
Spend another one to keep Hal up. You're up 1. A whole lot of 1s today, huh?
Mm.
1s and 2s.
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, what do I do? This isn't working.
I mean, you're ruining my action economy. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, this guy can attack so many times, and I'm so scared that if we leave Hal low, he's just gonna, like, lay into him and kill him. So...
We have another diamond. It's fine.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to buy another one. I will... I don't know. I have so many stupid things I can do, but I'm so worried they're not going to work. Okay. Just another cure wound. I'm just a heal bot at this point. For 17. A lot of 1s there. Back up. And then I'm gonna... Yeah, I feel like he's probably not going to try to approach us in the corner because those 2 fellas are still up, so I won't do anything too crazy. Say, listen, stop it! Stop. I don't like this game anymore. Enough. That's it. That's me.
Okay. So, spoiled my plan, Cora.
Good.
Hal, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's why I rolled up the tank. Yep, that hits.
Oh
it's
my
crazy.
god.
Crazy how 29 hits every time.
So here's the good news. He's below half health, so you're only taking the first 2 dice rolls there.
17.
17? I have 1 hit point, guys.
You're still up. Hey, that's the one that
1 hit point in your dream.
All right. I hit you again.
Second swing. 29.
No, you're going to miss this one. No, you're going to miss it. Oh, fuck.
That hits.
All right. So that'll take you down.
Yep. Hal's face is starting to look really fucked up, guys.
No, I'm healing it. It's fine. I'm putting it back every time.
Then I'm doing what I should have done last round, which is get over here.
No. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Well, do I do Eva? Do I do? Yeah, you know what? Cora.
No. Stop it.
He comes at you and he swings his greatsword down. He's like, "Quit doing that."
17 just hits, I think.
Okay,
Ooh,
so 10 slashing.
Oh. Okay.
Is this the first time in the campaign I've actually hit Rilyu, or the second?
Other than the invisible stalker, this is the first time I've been hit, yeah.
All right. Hal. Death save.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Death save. Switch to the right page again. Yeah, no, fail. Oh, wait.
Nope.
Success because of bless.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, wait. No. Concentration check first.
Oh,
yeah.
right. right. Yep. Oh God.
We're not used
Okay.
to this. We have to put a concentration marker on you.
Yeah, I've never hit.
We never have to worry about that.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
All right, Eva.
Okay. So we are attacking him then, I guess. Trying to like interpose and body block. I am going to swing the blade. Pick a 26.
Nice.
Do you think one of those will hit?
I picked the first one.
Okay. I am going to reduce the sneak damage, and I am going to try and trip this fucker. Like, he's on a bed, he's on an unsteady surface in heavy armor. A tip in the right direction should take this fucker down, right?
That's theory.
So we'll go with regular damage is 6 plus sneak trip will be an additional 7 and a dex save, please.
Sorry, just a sec sneezing.
No problem.
Sorry. That was a lot of sneezes in a row.
Mm.
Okay. Dex save. Stupid allergies.
Come on, fuck this up. Come on, fuck you.
Fuck
Okay.
off.
That is fine. We just go with the offhand. 20
Yep.
for 6 more points of radiant damage.
He sort of grins at you and he says, I didn't know you were so good so close up.
What can I
I've
say?
only
I'm good at
ever-
both.
He gives you a grin and a wink. It's creepy.
You certainly are. I will end my turn. Yeah, she's just trying to like interpose and stop him from going after Cora so much.
Alright, I'm swing twice.
Hey.
Yeah,
hey.
that's more like it. Get him.
12 and 27 total.
Get his
man,
ass.
You hit hard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's starting to look rough, guys. He turns around and he says, Turnip, what did I ever do to you?
I almost like this guy. I
I
don't,
stand there
but I
thinking.
almost do.
I actually stand there slightly stun locked for a second. What did he do again? I will spend one more charge because Justin. Well, actually, Hal. He looks fine, right? He'll be fine. I've spared the dying, do I?
I've spared the dying.
I've spared the dying. I'll stand here for now. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just spend a d6 just in case. He's spiteful. Hal's up for 5.
Awesome.
That's me. I don't have many charges left.
He looks at you and he's like, how many times do I have to put this guy down?
Honestly, we have not found a limit yet.
Hal probably each time he comes back, he just does the whole, I ain't heard no bell. And he's going to start slowly trying to get up.
Okay. I am going to real me and fake me. I'm going to stick my tongue out at him and just be like, fuck you. You're mean. And I'm going to swap places again, but I don't think he can tell because we both look identical. So I'm just going to...
How that works. Like, do they know when you swap?
I don't think so. I mean, I can look at the ability, but we just swap places. So if I like pose myself in the same way, why would they know?
Yeah, eh? Cool. I like that.
So yeah, I just like make sure little dupe me is kind of in the same position, and we're both sticking our tongue out at the sky, and I'm gonna swap, and then real me, Hal, you're gonna feel solid hands on you, and I will just fucking cast Cure Wounds again because it's all I've got. I'm out of second levels. I'm out of first level. I'm Hal's I'm Hal's personal nurse. Take a fucking third level Cure Wounds and be grateful for
man.
it.
Save something in reserve, man. Oh, Jesus.
Nah. I'm tired. Take 31 healing.
Nice.
And then Dukeme's gonna stick her tongue up. You're gonna have to try harder than that to hit me. Again. I don't know. Stupid. And that's it.
All right, it is this fellow's turn again, and he is going to... What makes the most sense right now? I think one at Cora.
That misses.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. Roll 13s against them.
So
I'm gonna roll
does he
another one
still
at
think
Cora.
I'm fake? Yeah.
20. That one's gonna hit. He's gonna realize you're a fake, and he's gonna sort of say, "How? What?"
I was never here.
And then he's gonna turn. And he's gonna go. Well, at least I know this bitch is real. And he's going to attack Eva.
Mm-hmm.
And miss.
That's so embarrassing.
Wow. Do you miss
This
your
guy's
wife like
actually
that?
super This guy's actually super feminist and just has second thoughts about hitting women.
Yeah. Happy second
Eva, how do you
International
dodge
Women's
that?
Day.
Like, do you take the blow? Do you catch it? Do you dodge it?
She like waits until the very last minute, like she's been watching the way he fights, waits until the very last minute, and just kind of does a little spin around the blade.
Awesome. He sort of growls at you. Hold still, will ya? And he reaches
Let's just
for
say that
his
to all the
neck.
women.
He reaches for his neck, for where the amulet was, and then remembers it's gone and spits out another curse.
Stupid.
Hal, you're up.
I didn't think I was going to make it this far, so now I'm trying to like plan my actions here. I think Hal's just going to use half his movement, stand up, charge the guy, and he's going to take a couple swings with the greatsword.
Okay.
First one.
That's a hit.
18.
Thanks,
Yes.
Lola.
Right.
Get his
And
ass.
he's getting, just because I need to make sure that I make use of it, he's getting my 1 free a day Divine Smite on top of that.
Hell yeah.
So 12 and 13.
13. Nice.
Ooh, 25. Good hit.
Talk to me.
Is he still up?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Let's
In that
go.
case, Hal just runs up, and I think when he took a swing at dupe Cora and it went through, and he's like, "How did that work?" Hal just runs up behind and goes, "Surprise, motherfucker!" and swings the greatsword and slams him into the wall with it.
Like maybe like the second after he's just Eva's just dodged her hit, and then she's got his attention.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Awesome. And with that, he crumples to the ground. We are out of combat. And we are also so far beyond when our normal break time is. We're almost an hour past. So let's take a break here, and we will meet back up in 10 minutes.
Okay.
And deal with the fallout of this combat at that time. So we'll meet back at 20 past the hour.
Okay.
That's good. I think
Okay.
Hal will drop his large form and also collapse on the bed that he is standing on.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's not an enjoyable combat for Hal.
You were knocked out, what, 5 times?
Somewhere around that, yeah. It seemed like every time a round came by, it was like, and I'm going to take a nap again.
Well, let's see. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used 6 spell slots healing you. No, 5. So you were knocked out 5 times.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
But I got plate armor now.
That's
Yeah.
true. Free plate armor. And Kirsty did specifically say this guy was like your dad's size, so you could wear it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Back in 10.
Yep. Back in 10.
See you shortly.
and live.
All right, and welcome back to the Stone's Whisper, and we have just killed this guy who's pretending to be Hal's father. You guys have it was a tough fight. Hal went up and down as per usual, but got in the last blow, which I thought was a nice way to end it at least.
Yeah, it's poetic.
You're right. So Hal, you've defeated this guy, and looking down at this guy's body again, you're really struck by how much he really does resemble your father, even without the disguise on. He is. It's very clear that he was probably chosen by whomever for whatever purpose because he looks so similar to your dad. You've taken off his hat of disguise. I think it was it Cora that took his amulet?
I took both, yeah.
Oh, you took both. Okay, yeah. So you took the hat of disguise and the amulet, and he is wearing plate armor. And yes, Hal, it does look like it would only require some mild adjustments in order to fit you.
Nice.
I mean, Hal definitely going to start stripping the guy of his armor.
Okay, immediately. Nice. It's
he's not
armor.
gentle about it either. Like if an arm gets ripped out of the ligament, like that happens, it's fine. Yeah. He'll shake it out of the armor.
Oh.
Well, he's dead.
What does the amulet do?
I was gonna say Durden actually probably pokes his head in the door and just he's like, heard a lot of noise in here. It seems to have stopped. If you've got a corpse, just throw it down the well. Don't want to know any more about it. And closes the door.
Hal just gives the thumbs up.
Thank you, Durnan. You're a gem as always.
He leaves without saying anything further. He's like, don't want to be involved. Don't want to know.
Fair.
So Hal, you pull off this armor. The armor is of nice quality. It's not like masterwork armor or anything like that, but it is certainly a nice quality, decent armor. You wouldn't feel embarrassed wearing it around. It's not like you're wearing your, pots and pans strapped to your body. I'll let you decide what it looks like. And
probably pretty bare bones and like just burnished steel. But Hal's gonna be like, we need to stop at a smithy as soon as we leave here. I need to get this tailored in a couple spots for this, and he just gestures at his like giant form.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It doesn't fit you as is right now.
Does that? I mean, do the things you have on you change with you?
He gestures to like there's spots in the chain where it isn't actually chain. It's just sort of like links of leather that as he expands, they stretch out.
Oh, but
he's like, yeah.
Does your sword get bigger with you?
No, the sword is always like, it always seems just a little too large for regular him. Oh. But when he's giant, it fits his hands perfectly.
I see.
The rest of the time he's just carrying around a Final Fantasy sword.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the original description. Was it looks like one of Cloud's swords, just like this massive oversized thing.
I just thought you were overcompensating, but that makes more sense. Okay. Does anyone want this hat of disguise? I can sort of already do it.
You cut it on us again.
Oh, sorry. Does anyone want this hat of disguise? I can already do that, so I don't really care.
I mean, I would find that useful to have personally, but I think maybe we need to. He said that if he didn't return to the Depaches, Hal's dad was gonna bite it, and I feel like maybe we want to disguise Hal as him now.
Ooh, yes.
And then go and return on his behalf.
He also said they had a mental link, so chances are they already know we're coming and they're going to go try and kill my father. So that's kind of why I wanted us to save something in the tank, because we need to go right there now and kill everybody in the building. Except my father.
Well, yes. In this time, can I figure out can I take a little closer look at the amulet? Is that how they were communicating, or is it something else?
You can do an Arcana check on the necklace.
All right, I'm going to take a peek at it. I will guide myself.
Oh, if we're going to take a minute or two, then let me do this. In case we're fighting again.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay. So this is a magical item. You can tell by the runes that are engraved upon it. It is. Did I bring the wrong one in? I did. Hang on. It doesn't seem to have the kind of magic. The runes that are on it do not seem to be the kind of magic that would cause like a psychic link or anything like that. You in fact think that instead it might be related to perhaps a different like there's a little what's the word I'm looking for,
Describe the word.
movement type magic,
like teleportation sort of deal.
like teleportation sort of deal.
Ooh. Okay, I'll look more into that later. I guess we gotta. I mean, if are we going to the Depache?
I really don't want to, but we probably have to.
Hal looks up. Come on, Eva, let's go dispatchy the Depache.
Oh,
I cast
fuck me.
on Hal. I'm kidding. I mean, if we take a bit of a breather, I get some of my tricks back, but I don't think that we have that kind of time to.
Can Hal make an insight check to see if the guy was talking out his ass about the mental link?
An insight
Late
check?
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a while back. He would have to like sit there and think about the way he was speaking. I mean, Hal probably believes him because my insight's terrible, but
yeah, you can roll the check and we'll see.
Oh my
19.
God!
Damn.
Higher DC because okay. I mean, it would make sense that if they knew, they would have done something perhaps or aided in some way. So that's a little odd. He was saying a lot of things. He could have been bluffing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll share the info. He may have been lying just to try to get his way out of here, but
I mean, if we think he's bluffing and we can take a few minutes to rest, I can get some of my tricks back. I did spend a lot keeping your ass up, pal.
I think
that I'm complaining. I would do so again, but I am.
Yeah, we do want the most, like, to be at our best before we go after them. So yeah, taking a short rest is probably worth it.
Taking a short rest.
I think we have to. My father is tough. He'll last at least a little while.
Then I won't use magical cunning.
Okay. We'll take a little short rest.
Okay.
Go downstairs. Throw the body down the hole.
I mean, yeah, you could probably just throw the body over the balcony. Hal's a big strong boy.
Exactly. That's what he said. Throw it in the well, right?
I think Hal makes a show of it too. He drags out the corpse, takes it right to the edge, and goes, "One for the portal," and throws it in.
There's a few people
I was thinking,
in the. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to suggest he puts them in like the last ride position, Hal, or like a crucifix power bomb, and just down the hole.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely just he makes a show of it.
I'm going to help. I'm going to use thaumaturgy as Hal's dragging the body. The lights are going to be like flickering and changing color as he's like walking towards the hole.
Ah, God,
just
King,
for dramatic effect.
That body had a family. I'm sorry, I'm a lifelong wrestling fan. I can't get out of my head.
You drag the body over and throw it over the hole, and there's a few people that kind of like clap as the body goes over. No one weirdly in Waterdeep, where this would normally, it's frowned upon to kill people, Here in the yawning portal, people are a little bit more casual about death. So it doesn't really seem to affect anyone. If Durnan's not pissed off about it, then no one else seems to care. And so the body goes over, there's a clap and a cheer, and that's it. The portal, when you throw the body over, there's kind of like that sound of falling, and then nothing. You don't hear it hit the ground.
Hal's only regret was he didn't hit the guy with the shoe.
Oh, that would have changed the whole thing.
It would.
And I managed to get rid of all of the stuff. So this is what your amulet looks like, Cora.
Ooh, I like it.
And obviously, you know that you've got a hat of disguise, so I will just put that in your magic items as well for you.
Okay, I will give it to Hal for now. I mean, I'll pass it to Hal. You can probably look like that guy and buy us some time.
Do I want to look like that guy, or do I want to look like my father?
I mean, it would certainly confuse the fuck out of them if you turn up as your father. That would certainly have some effect. Was there a name tag in the guy's armor by any chance?
Property of.
Because I feel like
I'll check the breastplate. Was it like engraved with his name?
You know what? Let's roll a D4, and on a 1 it will be.
Okay.
Come on, engraving.
Oh.
Nope. Nope.
If we're taking a short rest, though, I will attempt to. Do I attune to this amulet? Yeah, why not? Try to figure out what it does. Yeah, worst case scenario, it brings down the whole Apache family on us. That's fine. We're heading there anyway. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. We're going on a journey, fellas.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, this is going to be awful for me to have. I'm bored. What are you guys going to do today? I know.
I mean, the problem is you need to name a location that you are familiar with, right?
I mean, how familiar is familiar? I'm learned. There are books. I can go read about the heavens and we can go on a journey. I was looking forward to, because I get plane shift sooner or later anyway. I was looking forward to causing havoc with it then, but if I could just do it now, even better.
So, an option I can see maybe for getting into the Depache manor, and believe me, I hate this plan, but here we go. I use the hat of disguise to look like Brianna.
Oh.
I bring you guys with me. Like, no one's going to question why she's there.
But what if she's already there?
Then it gives us a moment of confusion that we can maybe take advantage of.
That could work. Or Hal could look like this motherfucker.
Or Hal could look like him, but we don't know what his name is, so that could be awkward.
I mean, I was going to say if we had the body, I could ask. I could resurrect
the third
really
option.
The
third option is that I just look like my father and arrive there, because they all know that the plan was for the nameless corpse to come here as my father.
That's true. And then we could pretend that we've gone with you, thinking that you're your father, and being like, all right, we need to learn something. Where we like we trust you. You're taking us somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, the plan was tell them the plan was successful.
Yeah, and just say, that you're bringing us somewhere that we can plan more and get more information, and you take us right there, and then they think we've walked into a trap, and we kind of have, but at least we know it.
Yes, the problem is we actively walk into a trap, and it sets off a chain reaction where they bring more people down because they are preparing to slaughter you three.
Yes, and I really enjoy not being slaughtered. It is one of my favorite activities.
Are you sure though? Because I mean, we could balance it in their favor a little bit. Let them number up.
Nope. This one guy knocked you down 5 times, hit me, hit Turnip, and I'm not a fan.
And who's at the bottom of the well now?
Almost you. Very nearly you. It took everything I had to keep you up.
Yeah, we need to be careful.
Perhaps
they have more dangerous people than him.
Perhaps we bring Dimble in then.
Oh, perfect.
Might as well chuck him in the well now.
Or, hear me out, I have this new necklace. Let's just go on vacation. Let's just leave. I hear the Feywilders love me.
And abandon my father to the clutches of, I don't know, this mad woman?
Well,
I don't think so.
Tomorrow I use this necklace and we plane shift directly into their basement. I'm not hearing a no.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, Hal's conflicted because, like, in his heart of hearts, he thinks, like, yeah, they can't kill my father. It's fine. Aww. But he's also like, if I don't do everything in my power to try to save him, then, like, I've failed.
Yeah.
I think we have to go after them. We have to go get him.
Yes, I mean, I know you guys just sort of hit shit and repeat, but I'm sort of, that took a lot.
Yeah.
I know my course of action would be to go through the front door and kill anybody who stands in my way between them and my father. But perhaps, Eva, you know the building better than us and you would prefer a more sleuthy approach.
I might be able to find us a way in. I can give it a look around. I'm gonna fucking hate being that close to the place. I usually avoid that part of the city, but I can give it a look.
If it makes you feel better, Hal's gonna hand you the hat of disguise. You can always look like somebody else and leave.
That is an incredible plan. Thank you. I will take it.
I mean, you will be abandoning all of us to fight on our own and win all the glory ourselves, but you could do that.
Well, I can at least look like someone else while I'm casing the place.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I will pat Ava on the back and give her blessing of the trickster just in case.
Ooh, thank you.
There you go. Enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh God. Okay. Do you know any secret ways? But the problem is they know that we have you, and they know that you know that. So any sort of secret advantages are not really secret advantages because they know that we have you.
Well,
I mean,
I can at least go and case the place as if I'm doing business, and if I find a good way in, I find a good way in.
I suppose I just these people taught you what you know.
They taught me what I knew. I've taught myself a lot more since.
They also didn't seem to know all of our tricks. I mean, some of them were brand new this morning, so that's.
Also,
why not dress up like one of the help?
I mean, yeah, you can do that too. I can try and find the help entrance and try and get you in there that way. Also, he didn't seem to know enough about me to be in direct contact with them. Let's just say he referred to me by the name they wouldn't know.
What do you mean?
So, imagine for me for a second, you are on the run from one of the most powerful criminal gangs in the city. You stay in the city because it's the only fucking thing you know. Do you think this was my name when I worked with them?
Of course not. Ooh.
I had some contacts. I found a forger.
What is your name?
I will tell you that when I feel comfortable.
Oh, fair enough.
Hal just pipes up. I'm sorry, you lost me at the whole like running away from a criminal organization. You should have just stood and fought.
Built like me, with men like that and better. No, no,
And
no.
you
That's
fared fantastically against that loser.
Only
yeah.
because you got knocked out 5
With help.
times? Hal.
Yeah. I don't take fair fights. I also don't take fights that are that skewed the fuck against me. Fuck no. My choice was run, and I took it. Shame me for it again, and you will find my blade in your throat. Any further questions?
Understood.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
I
you're going
think
to go
tension's a
scout.
little high right now.
I agree. So
Mm.
let's take a breather.
We shouldn't be
Yes.
arguing in the middle of the whatever this place is, with a giant hole in the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, Turnip's correct. We've gotten this far because we've had each other's backs. Let's make sure that that doesn't go away.
Yeah.
People gonna
Agreed.
gossip.
I mean, people are going to gossip. That is my favorite activity that people do. Okay. So we finish a breather. You go scout the place out.
Yep.
We are nearby. And if shit goes tits up, you run like hell and come back to us.
If shit goes this up, I get out of there. I will try and find a way into the help entrance for you guys, and then we can all go in that way together.
I wonder. I don't know what else we can do. Should we ask Cassandra for? I mean, she's not going to come storm that. So.
No, she's not.
If they were watching what just happened as well, they will be expecting us to go back to Cassandra and give up that location. So
yes, they did seem to not have her location, right? He was asking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was trying to get information out of us.
Yes, so that means
they don't know anything.
Yeah, they don't know what we know. Which means that perhaps some of the people that we talked to and let go really did just leave and not fuck us over. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, seems that way.
Well, let's go drop this tin suit off at the smithy as we head over to this mansion.
Let's do that.
All right, do we get our short rest?
Yes, absolutely. You get your short rest at the Yawning Portal.
Channel divinity's back.
Plans moving forward.
Spending some hit dice.
I love it when you guys use resources. Makes me feel like I'm doing my job.
I am 1 hit point short of full, which means I can take 2 full hits from something Kirsty throws at me.
Oh my god! I can't believe I mean, disclosure. I am down to 2 third-level spell slots, and that is it. I have a few other tricks, but that is.
Can you not get some spell slots back from your divinity? I think
That's what I'm checking. If I can use a channel divinity. I know there was an in the 2014 in Tasha's there was an optional thing to get spells back.
Yeah, you could burn a divinity and gain half of your proficiency bonus, I think.
Oh, I only get 1 use of channel divinity back on a short rest.
Yeah.
Lame. But one's better than none. I'm checking. I think that was.
We've only got 10 minutes left, so we probably won't run into anything. So just have a look at it for next session, and you can give yourself stuff back as needed. Because I don't anticipate getting into any fights in the next 10 minutes. Or if we do, we will
just you wait.
So you head to a smithy. I would imagine that would be in the trade ward of ye old Waterdeep.
How far out of the way is that going to take us from our objective? Because if it's going to take us way out of the way, Hal won't push for it. He'll say, we'll just hold on to it for now.
Well, so they would live in the North Ward, so you're just, it wouldn't be too far out of the way. You've got to go east and north, so you're just going a little bit more east than maybe you normally would.
I'd like to get that sorted out before we do anything else.
Well, in fairness, we're just dropping it off. It's probably going to take him a day to tailor anyways, so.
Yeah. So you head on over. I would imagine, Hal, that you and your dad have a smithy that you go to regularly, someone you trust, someone who can sharpen weapons for you and make little, adjustments to your armor. You probably got like an account with them. So do you want to tell us who the smithy is, or do you want me to make one up?
I will give you some details. You'll have to come up with a name. It is a fire elemental that
Ooh.
And a
operates
freak.
a smithy.
And a free tea, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. And a free tea. But you'll have to come up with a name. But he's worked with my father since my father started the arena fights.
I can't remember what his name was at all, but we had an Afriti blacksmith back in the in our campaign that I joined first.
Dragon Heist.
No, I was thinking the first game I joined with Kirsty. We had our
what's it called? Prince of the Apocalypse. There's
yes,
an Afriti blacksmith in there. I forget the name. Oh my god!
yeah,
That's
it's been so
ago.
long. It's been like 4 or 5 years. I just remembered that detail.
Yeah, that was that was cool actually. Yeah, so let's go with fantasy name generator. Thank goodness for that.
Oh my god, amen.
I know, right? And they've got one for everything. This Afriti is called Asho. Makes sense as someone who fire. He is a large man. I think Afriti are classified as large creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And just seems to work beautifully with the forge. He knows his stuff. This guy has been forging for probably thousands of years. He has and has no trouble just like dipping his hands into the fire to pull out weapons as needed. I'll find a cool picture and bring one in for next session. And when he sees you, he turns and says, "Hal, it's been ages, my friend. I haven't seen your father in a while. How's his retirement suiting him?"
Stir crazy. I don't think it's really doing it for him, but don't worry. I'm sure he's having a grand time at the moment. Hey, I stumbled across this. Disregard the blood if you wouldn't mind. I was hoping you could get this tailored for me.
He looks at it and he says, "Yes, this is doable. I assume you want the similar adjustments I made to." Then he sort of gestures to your current armor.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to, be able to do the thing.
Yes, of course. We can certainly make that work. Take me a day.
Perfect. What'll I owe you for pickup?
10 gold.
And I will take 10 gold and put it on the table. And
Right.
I will be back tomorrow. You'll have it in the morning?
Yeah, I will. First thing, it'll be ready for you.
Cheers, Asho. Thank you. And start heading out the door.
Very nice, Afriti.
Customer service trained
takes the armor and you see him sort of saying like, I love these challenges. And you get the idea that Hal often brings things are a little bit different for him to do. So it's not just making the same piece of armor over and over again. And he immediately starts working onto it. He just takes them and casually throws the whole thing into the fire. And you guys head up to the north ward of the city. And I guess I'm going to make a new pin here. Let's put them on the street of the Manticore. This looks like a big house here. This is going to now be the Depache Street estate. Oopsie, H-E. So here we are, just off street of the Manticore. There is an extremely large and well-appointed home.
No H in Depache.
Oh, did I spell it wrong?
Yep, it's pronounced. It's spelled Depace, but it's obviously pronounced the Italian-ish way.
I've been spelling it the way that I pronounce it, so that I don't pronounce it wrong. I'm spelling it wrong.
That's entirely fair.
But here we are at the DePache house, no H. This estate is enormous. And it's one of these houses. It's in the middle of the city, but they've got a lot of money. This is one of the most powerful families in Waterdeep. So they have a literal estate within the city walls. They've got a beautiful sort of like garden out front. There is a stables associated with the house and a big driveway where the horses and carriages can pull up for important events. There are wings to this home. And there is, in the back, there would be some gardens as well, with probably one of those stupid hedge mazes that were all the rage, as well as, sort of a servant's entrance around the corner and a back entrance where deliveries and whatnot would come into the home. The other thing that you would know about this, Eva, is that this place, the last time that you were here, would also certainly have magical wards about it. There would be indicators for when people are using magic and places where it is not possible to use magic. So you're going to have to be pretty careful about what you do and where you go here. Sort of the family quarters are places where there's a little bit more protections than, say, the servants' quarters. So that is something to keep in mind. But probably the estate itself is reasonably warded against, for crime purposes.
Yep. Yeah, for security
Stopping
purposes.
Crime. They do crime within the walls, obviously.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. Obviously, they're not going to stop their own crime.
Probably as we're standing in front of this place, that Hal goes, "Oh, we should probably contact Mr. Lawson."
I don't think he'll help at all.
I think he'd be great, actually. I can use my last 3rd level spell slot to sending Mr. Lawson. Hey,
I suspect murdering a noble in their house is probably going to end up with us on the shit list. So again, yeah. Well, I mean, this time we'll have actually done it.
The way I look at it, killing them, not necessarily a thing we're going for straight away. We get your dad, we get out of here as quickly and as painlessly as we can.
I mean, your dad can always just stay with us for the time being once we get him out there.
Yeah.
We can all just
and then we come back, and then we come back later and we set fire to the building with everybody inside, right?
Wow. Those head wounds are really changing your personality a bit, my boy.
Nobody fucks with my family and walks away from it.
Yep, entirely fair. Yes, I'm in favor of burning the fucking place down. I just wasn't expecting you to be so quickly.
I mean, it's a nice place. Can we leave the house intact and get rid of the family?
That would also be nice.
And in fairness, it's not just my family I'm getting revenge for. It's you as well, Ava. It sounds like these people were terrible to you, so...
I am down for a bit more murder than usual, so... Yeah.
Hal's looking up at like the window that's right up at the top, like, "Hey, does your friend fly?"
Sorry, what do you mean?
The one who was horrible to you. If we throw her out the window, you think she'd be able to fly away from that?
I mean, I don't know what she can do. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Probably not fly.
She probably can't fly, but she can probably do other stuff.
We'll keep it on the table.
Yeah, keep that on the maybe list.
I don't know how it works in a big city, but I don't think vengeance is a good argument in a court of law.
Well, it's not. I mean, our secret motivation is vengeance, but our public motivation is these people are killing people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to prove that, don't we?
I mean,
if they've kidnapped a Lord of Waterdeep, I don't think we really have to worry about the justice system.
They've got a lot of money.
The proof is that your father's been kidnapped.
Mm.
I mean, they're also sort of just known to be a crime family. Like that's sort of right. That's not public information.
It's.
I think we're thinking too far ahead. Let's get in. Get my father, and then we'll deal with the repercussions afterwards.
I love that idea.
As I like to say, if y'all's getting arrested, I'm running away. I ain't trying to get arrested.
Again.
Well, we'll try not to get
listen,
arrested.
I'm from out of town. I got all mixed up in all this sorts. I was just trying to go to a festival.
I mean, same, but here we are.
Hmm.
I have a day job.
Well,
oh fuck, I haven't checked in.
You have not.
My aim.
Your day job.
My aim is we get in.
Mostly, it's fine.
My aim is we get in. We find him. We get him out. Job done for now. We come back later and we take revenge once we've had a chance to catch up with Cassandra and make her aware of what's fucking happening.
Do you want me to try to reach out to your father and see if we can figure out exactly where he is?
I don't know. I don't trust it after what happened last time.
No, me neither. He may have been forced to tell us that.
Perhaps it would take a lot to force my father to do anything he did not want to.
I gather that.
Include lure his son into a trap.
Yes.
Although he could have just known that I would best that beast. So
yeah, he could have just been like, whatever, how's a monster? It's fine. You know, I don't know.
How long does that hat take to work, Eva? Or Cora, whichever of you?
It's me that has it. I assume I would have attuned to it during the short rest.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can just
so
it
cast takes
disguise. Sorry?
It takes some time then, because my thought was perhaps you sneak in and pass the hat off to my father. And then he change his appearance and leave.
I mean, I can make him invisible. I could make both of us invisible if I upcast it.
Yeah.
But again, I've got 2 things I can do magically today, and then we're it.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to save game here. That gives you guys a week to sort of formulate some plans.
More than a week, unfortunately, because next weekend
2. I think it's Easter next weekend. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm afraid so.
Right. So the 26th will be our next session?
Yep.
Okay, so we will pick up on the 26th with you guys. Oh, that gives me lots of time to plan.
Oh boy. They're actually weirdly all out of town right now. They're on like a vacation.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening in the house. Everyone's on
vacation. There's two meek little mercenaries downstairs keeping guard, and it'll be easy peasy.
Exactly. All right, so we will save game here. We will meet back in 2 weeks, and we will continue on with our investigations into the home. Shout out to BG the Imp, who's been with us for pretty much the whole session. Thanks for joining us,
you.
BG.
Oh, hello.
And hopefully we see you back in 2 weeks.
Viewer. Yeah, hopefully so. And I will be, as BG's suggestion, I'll be raiding someone for the first time.
Cool.
So.
I will see you around in chat then.
All right. Thank you for the session.
Take care, everyone. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.